9 tanks full of shrimp. It's time to update. Stay tuned. Hey guys, this is Jason with Jattern Aquatics, and I've got my big helper here, Lily. Can you tell them hi? You tell them hi?
Yeah.
No, you're not gonna tell them hi? All right, so it's time to update you guys on the shrimp tank. So we've got 9 10-gallon shrimp tanks set up. So let's go and let's check them out one by one and see exactly what the heck is going on there. Okay, so here we are at tank number 1. Well, actually it's tank number 42, but tank number 1 of the shrimp. Yes? What can I help you with, sweetie? We're gonna make a video about the shrimp, okay? Okay? Okay, so this tank, this one originally on March 10th of this year, I got 50 cherry shrimp that are in here. I just fed these guys about 30 minutes ago, so that's when you get to see by far the most of them. So this thing has hundreds of shrimp in it now. You can see the Java moss is just growing like crazy, looks fantastic. So this tank is doing great. All right, so let's move over to the next tank. These are also cherry shrimp. These I actually bought from Flip Aquatics. These I gotta look here in my book to see how many I got and when. So on March 16th of this year, I got 8. I only got 8 of them when I first got these guys. So let's scoot the light up here a little bit more. So March 8th is when I got these guys. Again, you can see there are easily 100 that are all over the place. That hair moss had just, or hair algae had just grown like nuts. I pulled a whole bunch of it off because I couldn't take it anymore. I left a little bit in here because I know they love it, so I know it'll grow back and it'll take no time whatsoever. I guess some funk here on the tank. Would have been nice if I'd have cleaned that beforehand, wouldn't it? So I've told you guys before that these tanks were set up at the same time, and this Java moss looks great. This Java moss finally got so taken over by the hair algae that I had to remove it. Okay, so next tank over. This tank, at the same time on March 16th, we got 10, and these are the Fantasy Blues. So what is it, March 10th, April, May, June, July, August. So this group is about 5 months old. Again, you can see there's probably 50, 75 there. And then if you look back towards the back, you'll see even more. This group may have already turned into 100. It obviously hasn't taken very long at all. Every one of these tanks are set up the exact same way. They got the same dragon stones in them, spider wood, and Java moss. Okay, so the next tank here, this one again on another March 16th when I got these in. These were Bloody Marys. These are more of a deeper red. Again, I got 10 of these in. And this one is probably, I don't know, maybe 50 strong. They're all back over there. Same thing with this one, the hair algae got out of control. I trimmed it way back so you could at least see what the heck was going on. Each one of the tank has some of this cholla wood in there also that the shrimp just absolutely love. All right, next tank is up here. This tank, again, this is the last one that is March 16th. This one has the, I got 10 black roses in here. And, well, he was at, oh no, there he is, right there. From what I can see, there are only 2 left in this tank. And I know the chances of one being a male and one being a female is probably pretty slim. But I'm hoping. Never seen any babies in here, so these guys I might just end up having to order some more of them. But this is the only tank that hasn't done very well. All right, the next tank, let's see. Oh, these are, I'm sorry, this is the last one that I got on March 16th. I originally put 10 of these in here. These are carbon rillies. This is another one that's probably 50, 75 strong already in just that short amount of time. This one, the Java moss, hasn't done that well. I've had to trim the hair algae back in this one a few times too. But again, this tank's doing great also. I began to kind of start to clean out the snails that were in here, but I began to watch some more of Rob's videos from Flip Aquatics, and he was talking about how it's good for the snails to be in here because they'll eat up the excess that the shrimp don't eat. You just don't want them to get out of control because they will outcompete the shrimp for food sometimes. Okay, the next one, let's see. This one, June 3rd, I put in 10 green jades. As you can see, some of them are orange colored, almost like they are some of the orange pumpkins that we'll get to in a minute. I think these were the adults that I got in. I don't think any of them had a chance to get big enough, so I'm not really sure why these are showing an orange pattern, unless that's just one of the traits that sometimes come off these things is orange. So I feel like I probably need to try to cull those orange ones off and maybe put those back in with the pumpkins. These guys have obviously had babies a few times. I'm guessing this one might be up to maybe 30, 40, 50 strong. All right, let's get to the next one. We need to scoot our stool over, flip our page. This one, again, this is a June 3rd. These are 10 tangerine tigers. You can see quite a few babies in there also. I'm guessing this one's probably only up to maybe 20 or so. But again, this one's only these next 3 tanks are only 2 months old. So these guys are doing great also. And then the last tank, last but not least, again, June 3rd when I got these guys in here. These are the orange pumpkins. Let's see if I can't bring a little more light over here so we can see them a little bit better. I think when I filmed these guys last time, there weren't any babies in here, but I think I thought I saw some in here. Well, maybe I just don't see them, but I could have sworn there were some babies in here also. Again, these were just originally 10. You can see the hair algae is already starting to take over that Java moss also. All right, so I've had people ask me a few questions about what am I doing in these tanks. I'm doing water changes probably 10%, maybe once a month, not much at all. There's a couple of things that I use. Whenever I do the water, I add this shrimp mineral to it to get it to the, first of all, I used RODI water that I reverse osmosis, that I run through my water system and get the water down to as close to 0 TDS as I can. Then I add this stuff to it before I put it in. And another thing that I add to the water occasionally, I don't have a really good schedule on this, but it's called Bacter EX, I think is what it is. It adds, I don't know, stuff to the water that the shrimp like. That's all I know. Bacter AE, I'm sorry. That's this stuff right here. You just put a little tiny bit of this stuff in there and it creates the film and stuff that the shrimp like. So I use this every once in a while, probably not enough. And then what do I feed them? So what I feed them is the Shrimp King Complete. Let's see if I can actually find one of the... So it comes in a box that actually comes with 5 different packs in it that have different things in them. Like this is a Snow Pops. These are cool. When you put them in the water, within seconds it like blooms into like this big fat flower. It's kind of cool watching it. So again, that's all I'm feeding them is the Shrimp King. But again, there's different ones that are in there. Oh, no, that's another Snow Pop. Let's see. That one is protein. So the pack you buy comes with 5 different ones in it. So I feed about every 3 days, and each day I feed a different one. There is one that's called, there's just one here that's actually just called Complete. Then there's another one called Mineral, and then I think there's another one called something else. I can't remember exactly what it is. But that's what I'm doing. For some reason, I'm not doing much, but I seem to be being successful, except for the black roses. Those are the only ones that don't seem to be doing as well. But everyone else seems to be propagating just absolutely like crazy. I probably need to start learning how to cull, so I can keep some strong colors in the lines, even though I have no idea what my plans are to do with these. So there you go. There's a little update on what is going on in all the shrimp tanks. Thanks again, guys, for stopping by. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Be sure to leave a comment down below if you got something you'd like to share with me. Love being able to communicate with you guys. If you haven't subscribed, be sure and hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate you guys so much. So thanks again, guys, and God bless.